Many thanks for staying with us. Welcome to another exciting edition of Marketing Edge on TV, Nigeria's #1 television initiative on the business of brand management and the management of brand business. It is a 30-minute potpourri of news and reports, brand personality interview, and everything that's got to do with promoting the brand idea. I am Tolu Ajayi. It's nice to have you on this show. Do join us again.
The Nigerian marketing and advertising industry no doubt offer a huge potential for prospective investors and professionals with requisite skills and competencies to tap into the market. Marketing Edge on TV is a potpourri of happenings and developments in the integrated marketing and communication space of the Nigerian economy. Watch out for top players, gladiators and professionals in the competitive business of brand management and management of brand business in Nigeria. From the cerebral and glamorous advertising professionals to the well-groomed marketing wizkid dictating and directing brand management business. Watch Marketing Edge on TV, only on TVC News.
Welcome back. If you just tune in, you're watching Marketing Edge on TV. Next, we serve you with the latest brand news, reports, gists, and market insights with Edna Chukwuka.
Hello and welcome. Duet Private Equity Limited, a UK-based firm renowned for its investment in emerging and other frontier markets, has acquired majority stake in Gist Nigeria Limited, manufacturers of B-Cola brand, with a whopping sum of 18 billion naira. This investment is Duet Private Equity Limited, sixth in the fast-moving consumer goods sector in sub-Saharan Africa and its first in Nigeria. This development is aimed at supporting Gist to further consolidate market shares, facilitate the launch of new products and brands, increase production capacity and volume, and hasten further expansion across the continent. Duet Private Equity Limited is a wholly owned subsidiary of Duet Group. Its investment team has built a strong track record of sourcing, structuring, executing, managing, and creating value. The team's innovative strategy is built on an entrepreneurial culture backed by a best-in-class institutional structure. Since its launch in Nigeria in September 2015, Gist has been a major player in the carbonated soft drinks market, with brands such as B-Cola, Big Orange, and Big Lemon. It has gained significant market share in the carbonated beverage segment through effective marketing strategies and a strong value proposition, which has been achieved by offering the consumers more value for less. Despite its aggressive marketing efforts to get a sizable number of creative agencies to enlist in the 2018 Lorries Creative Competition holding in Durban, South Africa, only a few agencies would be taking part, as most renowned creative shops have snubbed the continental competition. In 2016, 3 agencies from Nigeria participated in the showpiece. The number rose to 7, an encouraging sign for the South African event. This year, Andrew Human, Lorry's CEO, and his team were hoping for a bigger participating from Nigeria, but they have been disappointed by the level of nonchalance and lukewarmness from Nigeria creatives. Marketing Edge on TV gathered that less than 7 agencies have enlisted for the contest, and overall, the number of entries from individual agencies have been smaller. The Quadrant MSL has announced the appointment of Uche Ajene as its new managing consultant. Uche moved into this position from Halogen Security Limited, where she was the Director of Marketing and Strategic Accounts. At Quadrant MSL, she's chartered to lead the company's transformation from public relations agency to strategic communications consultancy. Her appointment comes about 7 months after the agency's former managing director, Bolaji Okusaga, stepped down from his position. With her extensive knowledge in finance, strategy, and communications, Uche's appointment offers a new direction for Quadrant MSL and demonstrates that inside Redefini, Quadrant MSL parent company, determination towards building a solid reputation in delivering new models, ideas, value-added products, and services to clients. The Quadrant MSL is a PR and perception management company. Members of Experiential Marketing Association of Nigeria, XMAN, one of the sectoral groups within the Integrated Marketing Communications subsector, recently undertook a major review of its ethics and disciplinary code as well as constitution at the 5th Annual General Meeting in Calabar, Cross River State. During the AGM, the association elected Olurotimi Rhodes of Voyance Marketing as Publicity Secretary to fill the void left behind by Gil Kimani, who recently stepped down from the position following his removal as Managing Director at EXP Nigeria. According to the participants, the just concluded 5th AGM of XMAN was the best and was described as an engaging workshop with several far-reaching decisions. Specific highlights are the AGM included a comprehensive constitution review, ethics, and disciplinary code enhancement, which will now be infused into the existing code of conduct document, by-election for a new publicity secretary. Auditors, Benga Badejo and Co. was also on ground to render account of the association's book, while all chairmen of committees gave account of their stewardship over the past 1 year. Having served its constitutional provision of 1 year in office, the executive management team was re-elected to continue in office for another term of 1 year. The Access Bank Lagos City Marathon has received another big boost following the declaration by the 7up Bottling Company that it has signed a new 5-year deal for the race. The new development from the soft drink giant was confirmed in a statement issued by Olukayode Thomas, Head of Communications and Media for the Lagos Marathon. Bukola Olopade, the project manager for the Access Bank Lagos City Marathon, said the decision by 7up continue its support for the event was as a result of the success recorded in the previous editions of the race. The Access Bank Lagos City Marathon, which already has a bronze label and is eyeing a silver label, will enter its 4th year in 2019. Vendadzil Marketing Communications Group, an emerging marketing and communications conglomerate, has appointed Dipo Adeshida as its Pioneer Chief Operating Officer effective from 1st of August 2018. This announcement was made by the Executive Vice Chairman of the organization, Dr. Tunji Olugbodi, on behalf of the board and management of the organization. In a statement signed by Dr. Olugbodi, the appointment of Adeshida is one of the strategic moves of advancing the operational innovation of the group. Adeshida, by this appointment, would have oversight functions for creative content, operational excellence, new market development, and digital transformation of the entire organization. Adeshida joined Vendadzil as a deputy manager in 2007 and has risen through the ranks to the position of the Chief Operating Officer. Prior to his appointment, he had served in various capacities within the Vendadzil Group, such as Group Director, Content, Strategy and Innovation, Chief Operating Officer, Brainbox iMedia, the digital marketing subsidiary of the group, and Creative Director. Crowns Milk, Nigeria's leading dairy brand and a flagship product from the stable of Friesland Campina Wamco, has raised the stakes in its Mom of the Year campaign for 2018 as it flags off this year's edition of the competition. As the senior brand manager of 3 Crowns Milk, Omolara Banjoko, disclosed to newsmen in Lagos, 3 moms would win the grand prize at this year's edition instead of just one mother, as was the case before. The iconic brand has since 2015 celebrated the unique role a mother plays in the family, especially by ensuring a healthy nutrition for the family. This is very much in line with the payoff line, Healthy Moms, Happy Families, which it has adopted since its relaunch in 2015, and which defines its role to enable moms to take extra care of themselves by eating right and keeping fit. This year's campaign coincides with the 30th anniversary of the leading brand in the Nigerian market. And that was brand news on Marketing Edge on TV.
Many thanks, Edna. Next, we serve you with our brand of the week, Yellow Nigeria. Now you can guess.
MTN Nigeria is part of the MTN Group, Africa's leading cellular telecommunications company. On May 16, 2001, MTN became the first GSM network to make a call following the globally loaded Nigerian GSM auction conducted by the Nigerian Communications Commission earlier in the year. Thereafter, the company launched full commercial operations beginning with Lagos, Abuja, and Port Harcourt. MTN paid $285 million for one of 4 GSM licenses in Nigeria in January 2001. To date, in excess of $1.8 billion has been invested in building mobile telecommunications infrastructure in Nigeria by the company. Since launch in August 2001, MTN has steadily deployed its services across Nigeria. It now provides services in 223 cities and towns, more than 10,000 villages and communities, and a growing number of highways across the country, spanning the 36 states of the country and the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. Many of these villages and communities are being connected to the world of telecommunications for the first time ever. MTN Nigeria has since expanded its network capacity to include new numbering ranges with the prefix 0806 and others, making MTN the first GSM network in Nigeria to have adopted additional numbering system, having exhausted its initial subscriber numbering range 0803. In its resolve to enhance quality customer service, MTN Nigeria has also introduced a self-help toll-free 181 customer care line through which subscribers can resolve their frequently asked questions free of charge. MTN's overriding mission is to be a catalyst for Nigerians' economic growth and development, helping to unleash Nigerians' strong developmental potentials, not only through the provision of world-class communications, but also through innovative and sustainable corporate social responsibility initiatives. After a brief period of bad patches leading to conflicts with the federal government over violation of Nigerian Communications Commission regulations, MTN has already bounced back, and strongly too. The company posted strong financial report in the first quarter of 2018, even as it increased subscriber base by 4.3 million to peak at 54 million subscribers at the end of March 2018. And to show that it has regained stability and competitive edge, MTN is now reenacting its avoid prowess in marketing communication campaign by launching one of the most elaborate and innovative billboard campaigns in Nigeria, Man in the Box. Whereas during the period of its crisis, marketing budgets were cut across channels, But MTN is now spending more on advertising and marketing activities, as evident by the Man in the Box campaign.
Many thanks, Edna. You're watching Marketing Edge on TV, Nigeria's #1 television initiative aimed at promoting the brand idea. Recently, the Association of Advertising Agencies of Nigeria, AAAN, held its 45th annual general meeting and congress in Abeokuta, the Ogun State capital. One of the high points of the meeting was a dialogue session called Meet the Elders. Now, these provided an avenue for advertising practitioners to freely discuss as well as interact.
Leading the conversation was the doyen of advertising, Steve Omojafo, who is also the chairman of STB Macan and past president of AAAN. He was joined by Lolu Akinwumi, Group CEO, Prima Garnet, Kola Anyanwale, CEO, Center Spread Gray, and Bola Thomas, also past president of AAAN and former APCON chairman. Sir Omojafo set the tune for the discourse by advising advertising practitioners against being in a hurry to set up agencies, a trend he said has negatively impacted the growth prospect of the advertising profession.
3 years down the line, they've got to set up agencies. 4 years down the line, they have left. 2 years down the line, they have met with 1 or 2 other managers elsewhere and they were gone. And so, you lost about 2 different levels. And what did you have next? 3rd or 4th levels. Number 1, those 3rd or 4th levels got into the profession virtually by accident. So from that point, we started losing, like we said, dropping the ball. Some of us spend so much time, all my life I only worked in 2 agencies. In fact, later, all of my time until it was time to set up an agency. That was not 2 years, or 3 years, or 5 years, far, far, far more than that. And at that point in time, you were actually ready to face those same people you were meeting with when you were in the other agency.
Clarifying his earlier position on why Nigerian Marketing Communications Agency should stay clear of affiliation relationships with foreign agencies, Lolu Akinwumi explained that experience has shown that such relationships are exploitative in nature and do not always favor local agencies.
Why? Because our foreign partners, Ogilvy and WPP, from 14% equity, wanted 51%. They were using one of their own, a character from a part of Africa, Kenya, and all that. You don't know. I mean, it's coming out in my book, so I have not mentioned the name Barrett. A very good friend, Barrett. But the approach was wrong because we had offered them first 26%, which APCON approved, but they wanted more, and then they threatened us that if we didn't give them, we would set up and all that and all that. We went to the World Cup for 5 years and a couple of months. How did we survive? The first thing they did, that they took away all of the multinational accounts.
Larry Adisa, Managing Director, Noah's Ark, in his submission, agrees that though setting up an agency is a tough task, those planning to set up should be well guided and ready to face real challenges.
I looked at the industry and I felt that there was not enough competition. I was very concerned about what will happen in the next 10 years or thereabout of my career. And I thought, yes, I was doing well, we were doing very well back then. But that was a stronger urge to do something. I mean, before then I had read something from Chicago that was saying 4 things you must think about. Live, learn, love, leave a legacy. And I think it had to do with going close to 40 or only 40 that year. And my subconscious kept asking what next, what next. And whatever I had achieved in my previous role wasn't enough to hold me back, even though I was comfortable enough. So for me, it's about, what do you do? Your generation needs something.
Other practitioners also bear their thoughts on the need to bridge the gap opened up by advertising veterans.
That's the truth. Whether we want it or not, I'm going to make way and start something of my own. Why? Because there's a pyramid that when you're talking at that top, when it gets to a point where the veterans perhaps need to have made space to reduce the number of these 100 and something. Yes, I agree, they come and they die.
Again, legacy issues had kicked in. I was looking, I was doing well, I was well paid. Everybody thought I was crazy. How can you leave a well paid job like a business / creative director in 141 and go start something new? But I was just thinking, there should be a new way of doing this business. Okay? And the glass ceiling was there. I couldn't seem to break through that glass ceiling at that time. And people always tell me, did you see Mr. Akiomida? Again, please, I'm telling you, this is the first time I actually speak from the heart about this. Did you see Mr. Akiomida to say, let's have a conversation about what your expectations were? I learned to speak Yoruba in Kaduna. And believe me, even though I'm from Kabakuri State, the first way I think is in Yoruba, and then my brain translates to English.
Kola Anyawale Group CEO Center Spread Gray agrees with Jemerigbe's position on why it's important to follow one's drive and passion.
Truth of the matter is this. Everything that Tope said is correct. We're all human beings. We all want to succeed. We all have fire in us burning. Okay? And at one point in time, it will just come out of you that it's time to move on when you don't see the opportunities. But what she came to enjoy was not something that was designed for her. It has always been there. Because age is a factor. I mean, when Sir Steve and Sir Shubanjo, I thought I was a young boy. Today, at 63, I'm no longer young.
President AAAN and MD DBB Lagos, Ikechi Odigbo, shared tips on what has kept his agency above water even in difficult times.
But there are some critical things I can track regarding our trajectory of growth. One is the fact that we are driven by profits, but we are also driven by purpose. Our purpose defining our culture of being enemies of the ordinary. Enemies of the ordinary. And so that culture of being an enemy of the ordinary shapes everything we do. And what that does is that it creates a very competitive culture within our system.
Chief Executive Officer of Brand Zone Consulting, Chizo Malize, advised advertising practitioners to also be part of marketing and communications knowledge and capacity building process that may indigenous companies lack, using her personal experience.
Today, there are plenty of indigenous organizations with potentials as well. Every single agency cannot remain within the FMCG space. So the more we are serving the indigenous, the more it behoves on us who are experts to educate them.
The Meet the Elders dialogue was not only interactive, it was also a no-holds-barred section that provided practitioners with new impetus on knowledge and experience, sharing for the benefit of the advertising profession.
And that's a wrap on Marketing Edge on TV today. It's been such a wonderful time well spent with you. The program is a 30-minute potpourri of brand news, gists, brand personality interview, product launch, and roundtable discussion, all aimed at promoting the brand idea. I am Tolu Ajayi. Let's do it some other time. Bye for now.